I have been a horrible, horrible vlogger. Today, I did not vlog anything. I didn't say good morning this morning. I forgot my camera when I was out. And when I got home, I literally ate, put in a video. I put in Pan's Labyrinth to watch and then fell asleep. So I don't even know what happened in Pan's Labyrinth. Especially since it was in Spanish and I was like, I had to think too hard to pay attention to it. So I was just like, ugh, I went to sleep. I was too tired to be listening to another language. So I was like, oh, forget it. I'm going to sleep. And so I took a really long, like 3-hour nap. So that's not really a nap, but I guess it is because I'm on the couch. And I know I was supposed to watch Pan's Labyrinth last night. And that's what I talked about in my day 13 video. I was going to watch Pan's Labyrinth. But after I finished watching that next episode of The Cosby Show, I happened to turn on my guide channel. And it tells you what shows are on. And there was a show called, on Current TV called Vanguard. And it was talking about, I watched maybe the last half an hour of a show about, the first show was about Brazilian gangs in Rio and their fight with police to kind of clean up before, I think it's World Cup. I don't know, whichever one's first. And, the battle that's going on in the Rio favelas. And so, I don't know, I was so fascinated by it. And then afterwards, the next show was about Mexican drug cartels and the war that the United States is having with the Mexican drug cartels. And so I was just so fascinated by this. This show is like totally had me, enthralled that I forgot to watch Pan's Labyrinth. And I was awake, so I probably could have done it. But now, I'm like sleepy, and I watched Pan's Labyrinth. It was in Spanish. I was like, ugh, I don't feel like doing this today. And so I will probably have to rewatch that. And then I put in Battleship after that when I woke up. And I watched the beginning and the end. But then I realized how late it was. I was like, I need to get ready for tomorrow. So I didn't watch most of that either. So I'm going to have to rewatch both of those videos sometime, I don't know, whenever. It's Netflix, so I'll keep it as long as I want to. And, so I've been a very bad vlogger today. So my day 14 will have literally nothing. I'm sorry. And I really don't have anything to talk about. I am publishing my day, I think this is, my day 13 video. It's about 71% complete. And it's funny because the footage started out at 55 minutes and, I don't know, some seconds, but it was almost an hour. And I've gotten it down to 19 minutes. So I thought that was pretty good. Most of it was stuff that I either couldn't post because there was a lot of music in the background and things like that. And you can't really do that because if it has, I think it's more than about 15 or 16 seconds of something, it's a copyright violation. Or it could be a copyright violation. In one of my first vlogs, when I did it in August, they flagged one of my, what video was it? It was, Name That Tune, that video, had music in it. And it didn't have a lot of music, and it was really short. But that one was flagged as having copyrighted material in it. It didn't change anything, but they just wanted me to know that it had copyrighted material in it. And so I had to remember that. So unfortunately, with a lot of that footage, there's some copyrighted material in it. But, the gist of it is here. The only thing I didn't talk about yesterday was my Samba class. And what I've decided to do. because as a result of what happened in my Samba class. I came back from my Samba class totally exhausted. Totally exhausted. I mean, I was spent. And I realized that, because in the video I go to McDonald's and, you know, I had hot chocolate in the morning. I had McDonald's for breakfast. That was not what I should have been eating to go to that class, because when I eat right, I'm very energized. But when I don't eat right, I'm not energized at all. And I realized then that I was not energized. So I've decided to kind of get back on my diet, get back on my healthy eating routine. And so today, you know, today didn't really count, but I was making this stuff. And today I made my oatmeal, which I talked about in one of my August vlogs. My oatmeal and how I make my oatmeal. And I made something else. I made a big thing of rice. That's all I did, because I have food in the house, but I really need to get more focused. And so I'm definitely going to get more focused, because I can't continue to do that, because Samba is definitely, you can't be tired and sluggish and try to Samba. It just doesn't work. And especially at the level that we're working at, I was just totally, I couldn't make it. And this is the second week in a row that I've done that. And that's how I know it's really that I'm not eating properly, because for the last 2 weeks I haven't been. And so I'm going to do better, because I don't have a choice. I have to. If I want to do what I want to do, I have to be serious. And being serious means eating properly. So I'm going to do that. Something that I have been thinking about even before this is something that I heard about from, I think it's Quotidian Light. And she talked about, she did a kind of elimination diet plan called Whole30. And so I'm going to look into that, because it seems pretty simple, and it's basically a branch off of the paleo diet. And what I've realized for me and what works best for me is actually a combination of the plant-based and paleo diet. And what I mean by that is, for me, plant-based doesn't mean vegan, even though for a lot of people it does mean going vegan. For me, that's not quite the case, because for me, and that's why I like the term plant-based, because what it means is that the majority of my calories are going to be from plants. But I will be having meat, but probably no dairy. And that's kind of hard. I might do dairy. I don't know. I'm hemming and hawing about whether. I don't eat a lot of dairy now, but I definitely might. I don't know. I'm still hemming and hawing about whether I'm going to do dairy or not. Because the only dairy I eat now is cheese and, you know, like ice cream every once in a while. And like now I have pudding that's lactose free. So I don't know. I may just go lactose free as opposed to non-dairy. Maybe I'll do that for a little while and then kind of wean myself off of total dairy. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm still hemming and hawing about that. But the Whole30 is based on basically the paleo diet. And I like the paleo diet, but I think you have to be very aware that the paleo diet is really high protein. And really what I want to do is just kind of balance it out. And that's why I'm calling what I'm going to do a plant-based paleo diet, because the majority of my calories I still want to be from fruits and vegetables, preferably vegetables, but adding in meat at every meal, but you know, some type of protein at every meal, but not a lot of protein. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll probably talk about Whole30 later when I try to determine when I'm going to start it, because Whole30 I know it's like 30 days. You're supposed to do this diet for 30 days, and it's essentially an elimination diet where you take out things, all the things that the body tends to react to. So obviously, like processed foods, dairy, some other stuff. I don't know. I'll look it up and I'll talk about it. But you're supposed to basically eliminate the things that the body tends to not process well. And then for 30 days, just go on that particular diet. And then after that, you're supposed to add in and see how your body reacts to it and determine the best diet for you that way. And I liked what she said about it, even though she had kind of mixed feelings about it. And she's a former vegan, and she talked about why she is not a vegan anymore. And I think she has really good videos in regards to just kind of, because she's just kind of like me, I think, just trying to figure out what works for her. And so, you know, she does a really good job, and she's very good at experimenting. I think I've talked about it before, but I know I cannot go vegetarian or vegan because I am severely anemic. So for me, there is no way on God's green earth that I will be able to live a life without meat, because meat, especially red meat, has the quickest and most concentrated infusion of iron. And because I'm severely iron deficient, if I don't do it, I'm totally useless. And I've done it before. I've gone vegetarian twice, and I couldn't do it. My body was just, my iron was so low, it was almost non-existent. And it was just so hard. But what I do find is that having a plant-based diet but adding in protein actually makes my iron higher, because there is iron in fruits and vegetables, especially vegetables, green leafies, things like that. But I can't eat enough green leafies to make that have any significant value in my my life. So I have to, but augmenting it with protein actually helps me a lot. So I am going to, that's why I've decided to go on a plant-based paleo type diet. So we are going to see what I do. I'm still in research mode. And I probably will, when I figure out when I'm going to do the diet, because the problem is it's the holidays. And the worst thing to do is do like especially an elimination diet during the holidays. I mean, we're in October, which means roughly a month from now, actually I have a little bit of time, is Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then everything else. And so I'm hemming and hawing about whether I should wait till January or should I do it now. I basically have two choices. I can either start in January or I can do it now. I guess I could do it in I don't like doing it once Thanksgiving happens, all Christmas parties and things like that. No. So I either have to do it now, which is an option, or I need to wait until January to do it. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. And so that's all I have today. I twisted up my hair. It's now in just big chunky twists for the night. And my hair looked much better than it did yesterday. Yesterday's hair was terrible. It looked horrible. Granted, my hair needed to dry, and I don't feel like the curl sealer, and I'll do a proper review on it later, but the curl sealer for me doesn't work well on wet hair. It's not strong enough. I think it's really good for my hair on dry hair though, because it kind of just, it has just enough moisture to revitalize your hair, without it having, I think the having the wetness, it never worked right. So it was just terrible. So I'll do a proper review soon. I don't know. I have tons of products. I know I keep saying that I have to do, and I still haven't done them, but I am gonna do them. I'm sleepy. It's time for me to go to bed, and my video is 94% complete. So when it's 100%, when it's published, I will deal with that. I'll be ready to go to bed because I'm tired. I'm really tired now. I'm not as tired as I was, but I'm still tired. And that's also about eating. If I ate properly, I wouldn't be so exhausted like I am right now. And that's what's kind of pissing me off, is that I know, again, this is like everybody else. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm still not doing it. So I don't know. I need to get myself together. What else am I gonna talk about? Oh, I have tons of comments on my past few vlogs. I haven't logged on to YouTube on my computer to do it, because usually I'm uploading at like 11 o'clock at night. Like it's 11:46 p.m. right now. So I usually don't have time for that, but I will do it either tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll see. So I'll get to the comments and, you know, kind of respond to them and answer any questions that people have. Yeah. But I do read the comments. That's the funny thing, is that I read the comments and I know what I'm going to say. I just need to say it. You know, I need to log on and say it. So yeah, we can talk about that. I might do a video just on my comments and just responding to comments via video, because I always think that's kind of cool. Because people ask me questions and things like that, so that'll be cool. But we'll see. Anyways, I'm rambling, and I know why I'm rambling, because I'm tired. So let me just go to bed. So good night.